Hey guys, John with JRSP, Johnson Rally Self Protection. So, we're going to be talking about the Kelly Warden safety wrench in this video, and we're going to go ahead and do the final Seardo hammer fist strike as well, the fourth Seardo hammer fist strike. That's going to be the upward hammer fist strike. So, we're going to do that right now so we can go ahead and get that out of the way. And because it's been a couple days since I've made a video, because I've been so busy at work, but I want you guys to have that in y'all's arsenal so y'all can like have that part of you know the the system basically. So um, in Seardo's hammer fist, toolbox, I guess you would say, whatever. It's like um, the upward hammer fist strike comes from here, and we can sometimes look at it as if we're drawing a sword. Like I like to imagine I'm drawing like some type of sword, like, or something. And but it doesn't always, it could come up like that right there, but it would probably be um after you did something else, like after you did something and you ended up in a position like this right here, that you would come in with that upward hammer fist. So, we've gone over, inside, outside, downward, and upward. Okay. So, like, real simple stuff. Seardo is designed to be a simple system. Like, I made it so, you know, um, the more you train it, the more efficient you're going to become at it. But I made it to be like super, super simple, something that you can pick up really quick. Okay. And it's, like I say, it's just a simple system. I mean, I don't know how simple, effective, aggressive, realistic. So like you're coming in, you know, you're intercepting shots or whatever, and you come in and you get in that position, and you just come right up underneath your adversary's jaw or into the neck. And as you can see, we have the Kelly Warden safety wrench. I keep on wanting to say travel wrench because I'm so accustomed to carrying the travel wrench, but this is a good device as well. And like I say, any of these hammer fist techniques that we do in Seardo can be done with a loaded fist or a fist load or some type of UR stick or whatever. And so, yeah, you don't have to be down here. Like, when you do this technique, this is just a good reference when you do it, like to think that you're drawing like a sword or something. Because, I mean, it doesn't have to go all the way up. It could be something where it comes down into the lower abdominals or something like that right there as well. You know, yeah. But ideally, in a perfect world, you're going to be able to get it where you can bring it all the way up underneath that chin and or into that throat, even possibly hitting the nose. But at that point, you would be almost like it'd be like almost like a glancing shot at that point. You definitely want to try and get underneath that jaw or into that neck right there. And that's the Seardo upward hammer fist strike. And I mean, like I say, I'm not a hand-to-hand combat expert. I am a self-protection writer, advisor, uh, analyst, and lifelong practitioner. And I carry fist loads, I carry stuff, so I don't have to be a hand-to-hand combat expert. I don't want to be a hand-to-hand combat expert. I don't want to have to face anybody in an empty hand situation. But I'll carry something just in case I have to get into a situation. Like I say, it's always better to be paranoid and alive than complacent and dead, and I'm not paranoid. I'm paranoid, so I always have something. So this is the Kelly Warden uh, safety wrench. It's a it's kind of like um, a Kopo stick or like a Suntetsu. A lot of people don't. You've probably never heard of a Suntetsu. It was kind of like a ninja weapon or whatnot, but it was like a kind of like a weapon made for concealment. But how you hold this, like I've never really seen. There's not a lot of information on this. Okay, like on YouTube, you would have to scour through hours of YouTube content just to find a lot, just a little bit of stuff on this. There's more stuff on the travel wrench on YouTube, and there's not really that much about the travel wrench when it comes right down to it. But Kelly Warden, of course, he has his DVDs and his stuff on how to use his devices. I never watch any of that stuff because I don't want to be influenced by that. Like Kelly Warden, like got a lot of respect for him because he made some of the best devices. But at the same time, I like to figure out how to use something in a way that's best for me. So I haven't watched Kelly Warden's information on it, but how I would use this, what I've come to find out, back in the day, we used to think, oh, this is for like kind of like a brass knuckles, like right here. Nah, this doesn't really work that way. It doesn't fit in my hand that way to be a good striking surface right here. This comes down. If it was going to be something like a knuckle ring or knuckle duster device, you would want it to line up with these knuckles real well, and you would want it to feel real comfortable in your hands. My hands are too big for it to be comfortable. If I try to hit somebody with that, it's gonna move all over the place and be super uncomfortable. It's more comfortable in my hand, like if I slide it over here, and then if you try and hit somebody now, it's compressing down onto the fingers here, so it's not lined up with the knuckles. And you can hit somebody with it, but it's not going to be super super ideal. But it will work. You can do little light shots, and just because they're light shots, but because this is like hard plastic to the eye, to the nose, to the forehead, it's not really going to have a lot of feedback onto you. But where it really shines, what I found, is in a kind of a grip like this right here. And I think this is how it was meant to be used, because if you could see, there's a bunch of jimping on the back here. Like I say, I've never talked to Kelly Warden or watched his stuff, but like I just noticed that this weird jimping, I don't know why he would have this put here if that's not how he kind of intended for it to be held, like that right there. And so I hold it like this, and where I can utilize the domed tip and strike like that, and it makes this little knuckle guard or whatever that is something that you can really just utilize. You can do like strikes like that with it, and they're really effective. Like you could turn it around. It's got like a weird shovel kind of tapered ended point here. So then now if you turn it around like this and you're holding it up like that right there, now that's gonna hurt really bad. Like going into the eye, going into the forehead, going into the neck, going into the solar plexus. If you then decide to do kind of these type of swings, it's just really, really devastating. So, that is the Kelly Warden safety wrench. Really, really good device. Like, not a lot of cons other than, like, if you're carrying it, let's just in your pocket, it may get snagged on a little bit more stuff than some other things. Like, but other than that, I mean, really, really great device that we haven't really talked about. But yeah, it's Kelly Warden travel or safety wrench. I always want to say travel wrench. And that is the Seardo upward hammer fist. It's super simple. And so we've gone over the inside hammer fist. the outside hammer fist, the downward hammer fist, and the upward hammer fist. And so those are the 4 hammer fists of Seardo. Like, hopefully y'all can, break that down for yourselves, slow it down in the video, and get something out of that. And like, yeah, just work on that. Like, work on the thrusting palms, work on the 4 hammer fists. We have elbows and we have power slaps coming in next, because, in turning movements, you have those open hand power slaps. Like, this is good for a power slap right here because you can have that in your hand. Oh, there goes Bob. Yeah, Bob just got knocked out. Oh my God, guys, I killed Bob on camera. Well, Justin Shin Bob. But you saw that was like, you have that in the palm of your hand, it's locked in there, and you can just slap the crap out of somebody. So we got power slaps coming in. That'll probably be what we talk about next, power slaps. Then we're going to talk about some elbows and stuff like that, and we'll just look forward to those videos. Hey, always remember that the world's a big place, and all of the dangers are very real. And, it's always better to be prepared or paranoid and alive than complacent and dead. And I'm not paranoid, I'm paranoid. And only fight to protect, only fight to defend, never be afraid to stand, never be afraid to strike. Always stay calm, always stay in control, because that is the Seardo way. That's Seardo Credo. And whenever you can, it's always better just to walk away. You guys take it easy. I'm Ja. This is JRSP. I'll see you next time.